These three LED lights be used to represent the home appliances in a home environment. For the yellow color is used to represent the TV in the home environment in the bedroom. For the green color is used to represent the air conditioner, and the red color be used to represent the fan in the bedroom. So to control all these three appliances, we will need to go through this interface to change the status of the appliances. So as you can see from the top left corner, it represents the unique IP address for each of the spaces in a home environment, while the top right corner represents the appliances or sensor that are associated to that particular space. So as you can see, there are three appliances at this moment. So to control the one of these appliances, we will need to change the value from here. So as you can see, for 31 is mean off. So to change it to on, you will need to key in 30 and the value will change and the LED will light on. So to stimulate others appliances, we'll do the same by changing the status of the appliances, and then it will light up the respective appliances. So to switch it off, we will need to key in 31 to switch off the LED light, to switch off the appliances. So now I'm trying to control the TV in the bedroom, which is the yellow color. So as you can see, the LED light is on. So to switch it off will be that. Okay. This is the motion sensor that associated associated, and then this pressure sensor, or we call it weight sensor, and then the blue color sensor over here is used to measure the temperature and humidity. So this is a kind of integrated sensor for both temperature and humidity. So to check whether it's working or not, we will use this motion sensor. When there's some motion in front of this sensor, the value over here will change. So like the presentation just now, as I mentioned, the top left corner represents the unique IP address for each of the spaces, and then the top right corner represents the sensor or appliances that associate in this particular IP address. So for this motion sensor, it has been given a name of 0000701. So the naming convention is follow the Ethernet standard naming convention, where the first two number represent the class code of the Ethernet, which there are 9 classes at this moment. So for the sensor class, it's used 00 to represent the sensor class, and then for the middle two number is used to represent the specific class from that particular sensor general class. So motion sensor is one of the specific class under sensor class. So the sensor motion sensor is given the number of 07. So for the last two number is used to represent the instances of the sensor. So for example, if there are two motion sensors associated in this place, then the other sensor will have a naming of 0007 and 02. So the last two number is used to uniquely identify the instant of the same sensor. So for the motion sensor, to show that it's whether working or not, let's focus on this value. So whenever there's a motion in front, the value will change from not found to found, and it will back to found to not from found to not found. So as you can see, when there is a motion in front, the value will change. It will change from not found to found and from found to not found. So basically it does the same for the pressure sensor. It does the same for the pressure sensor. So 42 means there's no pressure found. So when I press on this sensor, then the value will change from 42 to 41. And when I release, then it will be back to the status of 42. So it's something like this. Release, press, release, and press. So this is a mobile application that used for the fault detection. So as you can see, this three value is the accelerometer data, and then from here is the compute value of the accelerometer data. So this application will collect 20 data and collect 20 set of data and then compute the value based on this. So for each data, it will calculate the value followed by this formula, and then among the 20 set of data, it will determine the maximum and minimum value of the among the 20 set of data. So here also associate the time frame for the respective maximum accelerometer data and also the minimum accelerometer data. So when there's a fault occur, a message over here will be displayed, and then data will be logged to the database, and the Java program will use to check on the data to see whether are there any fault occur or not. So for example, I will try to drop my phone on the floor, and then you can observe the value. 我坐下来过后拿上来。So as you can see here, fault detected, and then the record is successfully inserted to the database. So for this program, it will schedule this fault detection particular code to run every 5 seconds. So basically, this program it will use to check on the database to see whether there's a fault record or not. So when there's a fault record detected, then it will send the email to the caregiver, and also it will CC the email to the other recipient that's set by the caregiver. So this is one of the example of the email that's sent to the caregiver, whereby it will inform the caregiver that a fault has been detected, and to ask the caregiver to check on the elderly. So this is a dashboard that used by the Mugen API, where it will show the email that's sent or managed by the Mugen API. So there will be a series of date over here. So for this particular date, there are 12 emails that has been successfully sent to the respective caregiver. So as you can see, there are 12 emails that sent out today. So to check on the sending email process, we will run the scheduling program again, and then it will check the fault record from the database, and over here it stated that a fault has been detected. So it will proceed with the sending of email to the caregiver and also to the respective recipient that added by the caregiver. So from here, to refresh this dashboard, it will show an updated of email that been sent to the emails that has been sent by the Mugen API. So previously there are 12 emails sent, but now there are total of 14 emails sent. So why 14 is because the Mugen API is sending the email to caregiver, and also will CC the email to the other recipient that added by the caregiver.